Go.
Okay, so here are the components of the temporary Doomsday Pit in an overview. We have the sump pit itself with a HDPE lid. We have the pump with a backflow preventer, a riser pipe that gets you up and out, and a 2-inch vinyl hose. Now, the way it works is we've set up this pit and we're able to get this sump pump that actually has a grinder under it, so that you can see we're in a rain garden and it's possible that leaves and twigs will get in there, and so it'll grind it up and take it out through the hose. The backflow preventer is so that when the pit is ejected, there's still water in the pipe. We just don't want that coming back into the pit. Riser pipe gets us up and out of the pit, and the 2-inch vinyl hose allows you to drain your yard in hours instead of days. All right, so let's show you how to set it up. This should have been on already. The best part of each hose is that they come with these quick connect and quick release connections that allow you to get to the riser pipe, and you can even hook up multiple hoses together very quickly because we know you're going to be under stress during some of these rain events. So now we're going to show you how to set up the temporary Doomsday Pit. If the weather forecast is such that you know you're going to have flooding in the localized area of your yard, you can have it set up the day before, or otherwise you have to kind of walk through the water to set the pipe in and the pump. Always keep your cord out of the water. You want to keep this dry. So I like to put it in my pocket. And now we're ready to hook up the hose. If you store it rolled up like this, it's easy to unroll. With the quick connects, come up, push that in, pull the collars back, and you're all hooked up. Keep that cord out of the water. In many cases, you're going to have several of these hoses to hook up together. Start with the one closest to the pump. And like I said, each one is equipped with quick connects, so you'll unroll as you go. And you've got to keep this vinyl hose flat and straight. If you take a bend in the hose, it'll kink off the flow. So now we're going to show you how to put away and best practices for storing your temporary Doomsday Pit components. It's best to have your hose out in the sun for a day or two to let it dry out. And then when you're going to roll it up, start at this end so that when you unroll it, you're rolling away from the pump and or the last piece of hose. And you just keep it on the ground and you roll it up like this. If you put your vinyl hose away wet, mildew can form. We also had one customer who rolled out his hose and started pumping, and it looked like a sprinkler hose all the way down. We realized he had mice in his garage, and the mice had been eating it over the winter. So there was just like little pieces of holes all the way around. So we recommend that you store these in plastic bins in the garage. We also recommend that you never leave the pump out over the winter because it will freeze and the gaskets will be damaged and the pump will not work.